Hi, I'm Mystic Rose and welcome to my channel. Today's tarot pick a card reading is going to be all about the type of men that you attract and what do they like about you. So it'll be really in-depth and I hope you'll enjoy. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on that notifications bell so that you can be notified as soon as I upload new videos. Also, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here. I truly love and appreciate each and every one of you so much. Thank you for your love and support, and thank you so much for booking those personal readings with me. I always enjoy those a lot. All right, let's go ahead and get started with today's pick a card, all about the type of men that you attract and what do they like about you. Hello and welcome to your pile selection with gemstones. So as you can see, for pile number 1, we have this black labradorite. So if you're drawn to black labradorite, you're going to choose pile number 1. For pile 2, we have blue kyanite. So if you're drawn to the blue kyanite, you'll choose pile 2. For pile 3, we have purple amethyst. So if you're drawn to the purple amethyst, you'll choose pile 3. And for pile number 4, we've got malachite. So if you're drawn to malachite, you'll choose pile number 4. Go ahead and pause the video at this time if you need a little bit more time to think about which pile or piles that you are most drawn to. All right. If you're ready though, let's go ahead and get started. All about the type of men that you attract and what do they like about you. Hello, my beautiful and lovely pile number 1 collective. If you chose image 1 or this black labradorite, you're in the right place for today's pick a card reading, which is all about the type of men that you attract and what do they like about you. All right, so I'm going to draw some cards. What type of men does my pile number 1 attract? All right. Sorry about that. Just give me a moment. The cards seem to be a little bit mixed up. Sometimes when I'm shuffling, they get a little turned around. Anyways, so Spirit, please be here now with me. Help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to my pile number 1 collective, all about the type of men that they attract and what these men really like and find attractive about them.
What are the requirements to qualify for the Tylenol autism lawsuit?
All right, so we got the Empress for the first card. All right, what else, Spirit? Knight of Wands. Ooh, we got an attractive leader here, leader type. Hardworking. Okay. Well, that lets me know that the kind of men that you attract are what we would call the king archetype. So you are attracting the king archetype. Let me tell you about this very beautiful man. This man is not afraid to take a leadership role. This man is very attractive physically and very hardworking. There is the healthy version of the king, and there's the unhealthy version of the king. The healthy king is a man who is somebody who knows what they want. They have a very focused mindset. They have a positive mindset, and their mindset is healthy. When we have like an unhealthy king, that's somebody who operates out of ego. So you could draw both types, the healthy or unhealthy king. It's going to be different for different people who are watching this because this is a collective general reading. But let me explain to you this type of man that you are attracting. This healthy king is very, very grounded in his stability. He's a great leader, as I said. He stays calm amidst chaos. This is the type of man that really has his shit together. He's very rational. He's a quick thinker. Okay, he could be a fire sign because we got the Knight of Wands. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. You might attract a lot of that kind of sign. They're great networkers. Okay. The healthy king is very supportive, wants to help other people. They're nurturing. They're calm. They're reassuring. They're very powerful and very, very protective. And Spirit is telling me that the king individual, the healthy king, wants to leave a lasting legacy or some kind of lasting impression upon the world, whether that be through artwork or some other kind of creative endeavor or business endeavor. But this is the type of man that is drawn to you. And so this is a type of person who is very passionate about what they do for a living. He has an adventurous side to him. Lots and lots of energy. He can have a very pioneering kind of mindset. Always open to new things, new ideas. And oh my gosh, he has a funny wit about him. He's very quick-witted, quick with a comeback, very funny, very, very funny. He loves a good conversation. And he loves to be stimulated mentally. He's very intelligent, very capable. Okay. I'll get into more of the shadow aspects in a little bit, but I wanted to start with the positive things about the type of men that you're attracting. I feel like, too, the type of man that you are attracting, the king here, is somebody who is extremely fair, does not like getting involved in arguments, but is very diplomatic. They also have, he has a romantic side. Very, very romantic. Very chivalristic and charming. He knows how to charm people. He can just smile and walk into a room and smile and lift up the energy of the room, and he can have a lot of women eating out of the palm of his hand. He knows how to work a room. He knows how to speak with people. He knows how to have an exchange with people that leaves people feeling better. He is idealistic. He loves peace. He is very easygoing. He could have a secret spiritual side, okay? So kind of like presenting himself one way in the world out there. And then when he comes home at night, he's secretly very spiritual, but doesn't let the whole world know that he's very secretly spiritual. But he's very, very open spiritually. And he'll show you that, but he won't show everybody that side of him. He doesn't think it's not everyone's business, okay, his spiritual life. He likes to try to stay optimistic, he likes to try to stay in a good mood. He's a straight shooter. He'll tell you what he's thinking. And he has a very philosophical mind, meaning that he's very deep, very, very deep in his thinking. Now, if you attract the unhealthy king, which, because like I said, this is like a collective, a general, you could be attracting the unhealthy version of the king. The unhealthy is still a good leader, but has the inability to lead with calmness and doesn't exactly have the most rational mindset and can have a lot of insecurities in the shadow aspect. He's very controlling, and the shadow side could also be that he likes to shout orders or is very ego focused, very, very insecure, can sometimes push people down so that he can stay on top or move to the top, and is scared and feels threatened, to be honest. He wants people to see him as important, and he does not like to be questioned, and can be very defensive or passive. Spirit is even saying could be very passive aggressive, and can tend to squash down other people's achievements because it can be a threat. But you could say that a healthy king tends to lead with his heart, and an unhealthy king leads with his ego. There's a good example of this kind of like king, you could say, from like TV. The one that comes to my mind would be Jay from Modern Family. That would be like somewhat more of like the healthy king vibe. Just very, very sure of himself, a family man, has a great sense of humor, and enjoys taking charge, can stay calm when others are losing it. So now I want to get into a little bit more about the shadow aspects of the king when the king is unhealthy. So an unhealthy king would be a man who can be a little too picky at times and have extremely high standards in his partner, and won't settle down until they find the right one. Also, the unhealthy king can become bored if he's not mentally stimulated through either change or intelligent conversation. Another way that an unhealthy king would present would be somewhat being tactless, a little too honest, and maybe not thinking about other people's feelings, or could be showing a little bit of irresponsibility or superficiality, and could act a little bit careless. Also, the unhealthy king can become too bossy or interfering in other people's business, too judgmental, a little bit pompous, and can be patronizing. And they can be very intolerant. So that's basically the healthy king and the unhealthy king. So like I said, it's going to be different for each and every one of you. But let's see what it is about this king that what does he like about you? Why do you keep attracting this type? What does he like about you, this type? All right, so Spirit, what does the king find attractive, the king type find attractive about my file number 1? I'm going to use the channeled message cards for this portion. They like that you're playful because you can counteract their need for being like serious. Sometimes like this, the king can be too serious at times, and you just have a playfulness that you kind of like distract them from their work, or that the fact that they might take life too seriously sometimes, you know? So they love that you're playful. They love that about you. They like that you're generous because you're very giving and you remind them to always try to be giving, okay? You are a very good example to the king. They love that you're spontaneous and that you're fun because, like I said, like you're playful, you're spontaneous, you're fun. You can bring them out of like their need for a routine or their need for like leading at work and things. And like you can kind of like jolt them out of that reality and bring them into your fun world. We've got wet and wild. You are really a lot of fun. They really do like that about you. Spirit keeps confirming that. We got you're independent. They like that you're independent. You're not extremely needy because the king doesn't really want a partner who's extremely needy. What they like is somebody who can be independent, can make their own money, can make up their own mind, and they're looking for a man to add that richness to their life. And the king is looking to add to his life, not take away. So this is why the king likes you, because you do have an independent side of you where, you know, you are able to provide for yourself. You have your own interests and hobbies, and you're unique, and you always have something fun and interesting to talk about or add to the conversation. So that is what they really like about you. You know how to rise out of a hard time. If you've been through hard times, you're like the phoenix. You rise out of that. You know how to conquer things. You know how to even be a good problem solver. And they love that about you, that you too are a problem solver and that you don't let things hold you back. You don't let life circumstances hold you back. You just keep going. They also like your sexiness. They like that vivacious, sexy body language that you exude because it really takes their mind off from, like I said, like work and stuff. Like all they can think about when you're around is your sexy body. You have a beautiful mind too that they're very attracted to because, and this is almost always the case with the king, they're very intelligent and they love to have a good conversation. And that's why they love you, because you can carry out a conversation and keep it interesting. You're also the best lover. You're really good at what you do in the bedroom. Inside and outside of the bedroom, I'm hearing you rock. Okay, you are unforgettable. Also, your king that is attracted to you sees you as an inspiration and a guide. So yes, this king, the king archetype, is actually looking up to you, looking to you as a guide and an inspiration, especially spiritually. That's what spirit is bringing through. Hot lips. You do have a beautiful mouth. You're very kissable, very attractive. Okay. You can be very persuasive with your body language, with your words, with your mouth. You can be very persuasive. I'm hearing a quote from a movie that you could sell a ketchup popsicle to a person wearing white gloves. Like, you're very persuasive, and the king archetype, the king, loves that about you, that you are persuasive and you're articulate in the way that you express yourself. You can almost like you can get your way, or you can get people to see things your way without being manipulative. You know, you're just good with words because you're naturally very intelligent and articulate. And the king respects the heck out of you because of this. And the king falls hard and fast for you. The king will immediately fall in love with you, may even love bomb you, because the king loves your look, your body language, the way you carry yourself, and the way that you add to his life. You also exude talent and many, many gifts that the king really cherishes because you do add to his life. You take good care of yourself, and it really shows. And even your voice is very hypnotic to the king. The king loves your voice because your voice is authoritative, yet, and then when I say authoritative, what I mean is it kind of commands attention, but yet it's very hypnotic and sexy. Okay? And you seduce people even when you're not trying. So the king sees that about you and really, really loves that about you. We got you have a beautiful mind. That is the second time that came out, because that came out twice. That's crazy. I didn't even know that was in there twice out of all these cards. So let that be known that the king is attracted to you because you have a beautiful mind. And I hope that you've enjoyed this. Please let me know what you thought about this, and if you were drawn to any of the other piles. I would say definitely look and see, watch one of the other piles and see what resonates with you. Definitely leave me a comment, press that like button, and subscribe to my channel, please, if you're new. And don't forget to turn on the notifications bell so that you can be notified as soon as I release new content. If you need a personal reading, be sure to check out my description box below for more information on how you can obtain a personal reading with me. And if you like 18 plus uncensored readings, please consider joining my Patreon. It's a lot of fun. And it's only $3 a month to join. And you can cancel at any time. But it's great because I can do all kinds of 18 plus uncensored, so I don't have to watch the language, and I can show whatever cards I want. And so if you enjoy those types of readings, I know you're going to love it over there at my Patreon. So check that out in my description box below. There's a link. And if you'd like to donate to my channel, that is never expected, but it is always appreciated. So definitely be sure to check out the description box below if you'd like to leave a donation. Thanks again so much. Take good care, and until next time, stay beautiful. Bye. Hello, my beautiful and lovely pile number 2 collective. So if you chose image 2 or this blue kyanite, you're in the right place for today's pick a card reading. Today's pick a card reading is all about the type of men that you attract and what do they like about you. So we're going to be going into that. I'm going to be using this deck, which is the Cosmic Coven, and some channeled message cards, as well as my intuition. So I'm going to start us off with a connection to prayer to Spirit. So Spirit, please be here now with me and help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to my pile number 2 collective, all about the type of men that they seem to attract. And please help me to deliver these messages in a clear, concise, and accurate way, and may they be truthful. Thank you, Spirit. And please let us know today what type of men they attract and what they like about my pile 2. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So I'm going to shuffle. Yeah, so I'm going to be getting into the healthy and unhealthy version of these men that you attract, and we're going to be looking into their shadow side and their positive aspects, because every sign has positive and negative attributes, and every male out there is either functioning in their healthy or unhealthy sides. Okay, so we'll get into that, and then after we go into that, I'll let you know all about basically what it is that this man or this type of man likes about you. Okay, we've got Justice. That could stand for Libra energy. You could have Libra in your chart, or you could attract a lot of Libra men or fire sign males. Page of Swords. This is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Okay. That's very interesting. So we've got a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type of man here. These are men who take swift action. Swift action. Think of swords. Swords cut through to the truth. Swords, energy, men are not afraid to get right to the point. Okay? They're great with business. They have great business acumen. And they don't play around. They go after what they want. They're straight shooters. All right. What else, Spirit? Oh my goodness. We got the Ace of Swords here. Holy cow. Okay. Well, this tells me exactly what type of man you are attracting. The type of man archetype that you are attracting is called the warrior. And I can't believe this, but look at the swords here. Oh my gosh. We got swords. 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 The warrior archetype is what the type of man that you are attracting into your reality, into your love life. These are the type of men who are attracted to you and drawn to you. So let me explain to you both the good and the bad side of the warrior man. Okay? I want to be fair, so I've got to go into the shadow aspects as well as the light attributes. If you attract a healthy warrior male into your life, you're going to be attracting somebody who's very, very alert, okay? Very astute, very skilled, I'm hearing from Spirit, dynamic, very focused. And they can be aggressive as far as like going after what they want. Very, very tenacious, going after what they want. It's not in a dangerous way. They're not aggressive in a dangerous way. They're aggressive. The healthy warrior is aggressive in a positive way where he will initiate with force and power only when needed. And he has a very clear mind and a very intelligent mind and is a very excellent communicator, I might add. He is very strategic and he is very tactile. He is always awake. He doesn't miss a thing. It's like sleeping with one eye open. Yeah, this is that type of man. He's very aware of his surroundings. He's also very aware of himself and his strengths and his skill sets. He knows what his strengths and weaknesses are. He's also very aware of whatever's going on. Like whatever's lacking within him, he knows. He's very realistic. He doesn't lie to himself. He doesn't bullshit himself. He knows that life is short too. He lives life to the fullest. Spirit is saying he's quick to take action. He does not like to exert energy when it's not necessary. But when it's necessary, he will go with full gusto. He is very self-disciplined. He could be great as an entrepreneur or in business or even be one heck of a good lawyer. He would be a shark in the courtroom. Or he would make an excellent law enforcer with the scales of justice here. I mean, he would be excellent at being a police officer, a judge, anything within that field of law enforcement. He has a very fair mindset. And his motto is no pain, no gain. He doesn't mind a little bit of uncomfortability if it's worth it. He's very, very self-disciplined. He's basically in it to win it, but not for, impressing others. He does this all for himself. And I'm hearing too, he can be a family man when he is in his healthy warrior state. But the warrior man can be a little bit emotionally detached at times. So that is something to be aware of. They can get so caught up in their mind that they are not in their emotions. Okay, because you have to think about that as the swords represent the mind. Okay, not the heart. The heart is for cups. But the suit of swords is all about the mind. This is your entrepreneur, the driven, focused career person. This person can be a workaholic in the unhealthy state. He is all about his schedule. He also may be all about his physical fitness, going to the gym, always pushing his limits, always pushing himself. He wants to be a strong force in this world. Now, let's get into the shadow a little bit, and then I'll turn back to the positives, and I'll tell you more about the positives, but I'm going to give you a little bit of shadow aspect here. If this warrior man is in his shadow side, he might be a little too compulsive, a little too extreme, or maybe even too driven, prone to working too hard, too much, and he may be prone to having a lot of anxiety. He could have trouble sleeping because of this. He could get burnt out. He could act cruel. He could be a major pushover or cruel. Either way, it kind of depends. He could either go one way or the other if he's stressed out. He could be a major pushover, like let people push him around and just take it, and then be the kind of person that just erupts, you know, with anger. If stressed out, and if they're not healthy of the mind. And also, it's like with the warrior, they have to be fighting all the time. So, you know, he could be, if he's unhealthy, a little bit prone to like wanting to fight with you or pick fights with you. But yeah, these kind of men can be good politicians, you know, or activists. All right, let me go into a little bit more about the positive sides, okay, of this kind of man, this warrior. He's very communicative, very funny, witty. I think he likes a little banter, because Spirit is saying he likes a little banter. An intellectual conversation with a little bit of banter is fun. He has a youthful spirit, very lively. He can be very sociable, good with people, extremely charming. He does have a romantic side. He has a very inventive mind, original, very original. He can be very friendly, very humanitarian. He can be very honest and very loyal. But he can be very independent and sometimes a little too independent. Now, let me tell you a few more shadow aspects of him, and then we'll get into what he likes about you, what this type likes about you. The shadow side of this man is that he can get bored easily, okay? He can be cunning at times and inquisitive, but a little bit too much. So he can be superficial, very surface level, not want to go deep, not talk about deep things. He can be very inconsistent. He can be very nervous at times and very tense. He can be overly flirtatious. He can be sometimes gullible and easily influenced by other people. He can be indecisive at times and change his mind a lot. And at times he can be very self-indulgent. Another shadow aspect of this man is that he can be unemotional or detached. He can be very unpredictable. And, like I said earlier, likes to pick a fight. Alright, so that's what I said I was going to do, is show you the positive and the negative side of this man. Okay, now I want to get into what the warrior likes about you. Why is this type attracted to you? Let's find out. So what I have here, I've got a whole bunch of channeled message cards, and I thought it'd be fun to just pick some out. All right, so why is the warrior male attracted to my pile 2 collective? You have a unique style. All right, this man likes your style. You stand out. Okay? You ooze sex appeal. This makes him want to like fight for you, fight off people who might be looking at you or staring at you. You're the prize to be won. And you, because the warrior likes to fight for things that they want, he's willing to fight for you to make you his. And he's willing to fight off other men who may be trying to look at you, check you out, or pursue you. He's very protective of you, okay? But he loves that you ooze a lot of sex appeal. All right, what else, Spirit? You don't mind getting dirty. Okay, you don't mind getting down and dirty. You don't think sex is dirty. You are open to a lot of different things, and that appeals to his adventurous side. He likes the adventure in the bedroom and outside of the bedroom, inside the bedroom and outside the bedroom. You appeal to this man's interest, sexual interest. He loves the fact you're open sexually, the fact that you are willing to do whatever. And he thinks it's just fun. He thinks you are fun, okay? You're open. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to ring my bell. Thank you for confirming that for us, Spirit. This man, this warrior man, thinks you are fun. You're just fun. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. Out of all these cards, I got you're youthful and fun. I cannot believe that came out. That is crazy. I was doing pile 1, and out of all these cards, I had a repeat as well. So, and here you got a repeat. That's amazing. That is just Spirit letting us know that these messages are true. You look like a goddess, and other people want to worship you. You make this warrior man want to worship you, like literally get down on his knees for you. And he's picky. He doesn't want to do that with just anybody, but like literally this man will get down on his knees and worship you like the goddess you are, okay? He loves that you have a bit of a mischievous side to you. You know, he wouldn't really have you any other way. Spirit just said that. You stand up for what is right. See, you have a little bit of a fighter spirit in you as well, and that resonates with him. He likes that. Yeah, you guys, you know, you have a side to you that really appeals to him, and you don't take bull crap. You know, you don't take a lot of bull crap. He loves that. You're undeniably sexy. You seem very immature for your age, and you are well balanced, and that appeals greatly to this man. You're a great mediator. You don't like fights, but when somebody is fighting, you know how to diffuse it. You know how to diffuse people's anger, and that's why he likes you. You can calm him down like this. Okay, if he gets stressed out, or he gets, you know, in a tizzy, you can diffuse him. You can diffuse his anger. You can bring some common sense to him, okay? You are wifey material. You're a passionate kisser. You exude passion. This man lives for your passion. You make him happy. You have sexy vibes about you. He also likes you because you have a lot of knowledge, and you could even write a book because you have a wealth of knowledge, life experience, and spiritual wisdom. He also likes that you easily forgive. You help him, you know, you soften him up. You soften up the warrior. You help him to forgive people because he can get a little bit, you know, too carried away with his anger and stuff like that, and his need to fight. So the fact that you easily forgive, you provide a good example for the warrior. You truly do. And he appreciates that about you. He truly does. He's very proud to have you by his side. And he loves the fact that you're spontaneous and you can hold a good conversation. And he thinks you're great when you get into a conversation You're very animated and you come to life. Your personality shines through when you're in a conversation, like in a small group setting or out in public. He watches you, you know that? This type of man gets turned on by the fact of how much your personality shines, especially when you're talking with other people. He thinks you are so beautiful inside and out. You're a bit aloof. Okay, this man may be attracted to you when you act a little bit aloof, or you may act a little hard to get. Okay, that really drives him crazy. He wants to have you as arm candy. That is coming out. The fact you speak your mind, he loves that about you because you're just like him that way. You will speak your mind, you will speak your truth. You don't hold back, and he respects the heck out of you for that. I just heard Spirit just said you remind him who he wants to be. You remind him that he wants to be more like you. You know that? Yes, this kind of man respects you and all of the things you bring to the table. Also, this type of man loves that you just never seem to age. You look like a fine wine. You may look very youthful. You dress in a youthful way. You have youthful vibes about you. You're not old. You're not dusty. Nope. Not you, my pal, too. You have a youthful, zesty side to you. This really draws the warrior to you. He loves it. It keeps him fresh. It keeps him spunky. And it keeps him feeling young, like the warrior he wants to be. Well, my pile 2, I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please hit that subscribe button. And if you subscribe, please don't forget to turn on the notifications bell so that you can be notified as soon as I release new videos. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for watching today. Please let me know that you liked this video by pressing that like button, leaving a comment. I always try to respond to those because the feedback is important to me. And if you'd like a personal reading, please check out my description box below for more information on how you can obtain a personal reading from me. Also, if you enjoy 18+ uncensored love readings, feel free to check out my Patreon. The link for that is in my description box below, and it's only $3 a month to join, and you can cancel at any time. Check it out if you like uncensored love readings. I think you're really going to like it because I have so much fun over there. It's uncensored, and I can say whatever I want. So check that out. And the last line of business is that I'm open to receiving donations if you'd like to donate. Now, that is never expected, but it's always appreciated. And if you'd like to donate, you can go to my description box below for more information on how to do that. And thank you to all of those who have been donating, because I've been able to purchase 4 new decks for the channel. So yay! I appreciate that. Like I said, though, it's never expected, but always appreciated. Much love to you all, pile number 2. Stay blessed and beautiful. And until next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. I'm so glad you're here. If you chose this purple amethyst or image 3, you're in the right place for today's pick a card reading, all about the type of men that you attract and what do they like about you. I'm so excited. I really think this is going to be a fun topic. I haven't done this topic before, but Spirit gave me this topic, so thank you, Spirit. I'm going to start out with connecting with Spirit now and bringing in enlightened positivity into this space. So Spirit, please be here now with me and help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to my pile 3, all about the type of men they attract and what they like about them. And Spirit, please speak through me. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to be using the Cosmic Coven Tarot. So Spirit, please let us know the type of man that my pile 3 is attracting. Alright, please let me know. Please let us know, Spirit, the type of man that my pile 3 is attracting. I noticed right away that you've got the 7 of Wands. Alright, we've got the Ace of Cups, and we've got the Magician. Oh, shoot, seriously? We got the Magician? Well, that couldn't be any more perfect. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Holy cow. Spirit is amazing. Spirit amazes me. Thank you, Spirit. That is what we are talking about today, the Magician. I wanted to see which archetype you got. Each pile gets a different archetype. So you are drawing the archetype of the male magician to you. This is great. So without a question, my pile 3, Spirit just confirmed it here. So thank you, Spirit. I'm going to ring my bell. Thank you for confirming that for my pile 3. What is the Magician? The Magician could be a water sign. You could keep attracting water signs. I'm also hearing earth signs. So we've got, this could be somebody who is a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or this could be very likely to be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer male. All right. And Spirit just told me too that you could have a lot of water in your chart because you are drawing the Magician to you. I'm going to go into the healthy and unhealthy aspects of the Magician because the Magician man, he is in his healthy state, he's one way. In his unhealthy state, he's in a different way. And because this is a collective, it's going to be different for each of you. Some of you are going to draw the healthy version of the Magician to you, and some of you are going to be drawing the unhealthy version of the Magician. You will know, okay, what type you're attracting. So let me go into the positive things about the healthy Magician man, okay? And I wanted to say I love this archetype. This type of man is fascinating to me. This type of man, well, he doesn't just let everybody just in, okay? You know, I want you to know that. This type of man really likes you and gravitates towards you, and he doesn't just let anybody in. He can be very private in his life, okay? The Magician understands knowledge, spiritual knowledge, all kinds of knowledge on a very, very deep and profound level. Okay, the Magician man in his healthy state is like a shaman or a very spiritual person, a very wise leader, and can be a teacher, a mentor, an advisor. In today's world, the Magician is somebody who's really a master of technology too. Okay, this man is good with computers, is very good with technology, always interested in the latest gadgets, could even like to play video games quite a bit. Back in the olden days of the king's court, the king, this kind of person, the Magician, would have been somebody who would be like an advisor to the king. The Magician has great advice and a depth of knowledge that makes him somebody that would make a great advisor. But today, he is a master of technology and also of deep, deep knowledge. He is a free thinker, very reflective, and he can be very, very introverted, hence this card. That's why Spirit brought this card forward. He can be very introverted. He does not like big groups of people, okay? He prefers one-to-one or small groups. The Magician man is a man, he's very compassionate. He wants to better this world. He wants to leave the world a better place than when he came into it. He wants to guide others. Okay? So an example of a magician type of man from the movies would be somebody like Doctor Strange, okay? Or Rafiki, who was a guide to Simba. Somebody like that. Another modern day magician example would be Elon Musk. He has a very inventive mindset. He's very smart, and he's always learning something new. Another example of the magician man archetype would be Steve Jobs, Tesla. Another one that I can think of would be like Tony Robbins, who is like he's a motivational speaker. He's a spiritual person. Matt Frazier is also, Tyler Henry could be another type like this that is very, very spiritual and takes on these kinds of roles, okay? Now, all right, I want to get into a little bit of what you might experience with a shadow magician, what you might experience with a magician man in his unhealthy state. This could be due to the fact that he hasn't ascended yet or hasn't done his shadow work, but the magician in the shadow is somebody who can just be a little too much. He can isolate too much. He can be like a hermit. Okay. He doesn't want to put in energy too much. He can get a little lazy at times. He can sometimes be a hater. You know, he can hate it when other people succeed because it can make him feel a little bit less than. Okay. And sometimes if he's in his shadow, he could become like a hacker, a computer hacker, or use his technological knowledge for something bad. Also, he can be too greedy. And he can control and use information to benefit himself. Okay, so I want to get into a little bit more about the magician man as far as positive traits. So, some positive things. This man is determined and also in touch with his emotions. He's very intuitive, very, very powerful, and brings a lot of passion to the table. He's got an exciting energy about him, and he's magnetic. He brings a lot of fun energy to any social situation. He's magnetic. People want to be by him. People are drawn to him. All right, another thing about this man is that he's got a vivid imagination and he's sensitive. He can be very compassionate and he can be extremely kind. He also can be very selfless when he's healthy and very unworldly, meaning that he puts his treasure in the spirituality and in helping people and is not greedy and of this world. He's sympathetic to other people and very empathic. He can be very nostalgic and he enjoys making memories. He's very loving, very protective. All right, now those are some good things about him. I want to get into a little bit more of the shadow aspects of this magician man type. And then I will get into why he likes you. Why is he drawn to you? So, just to be fair, I want to go into the shadow aspects a little bit more. So, because I want to give you the whole picture, the good and the bad. Okay? So, some of the shadow aspects of this magician male is that he could be mysterious, but sometimes a little too mysterious, okay? And if they're really unhealthy, they could get into unhealthy habits, addictions, dark arts, okay? I want to say like black magic, okay? Dark arts. they can get a little too into that kind of stuff. Like I said before, they can isolate too much, be hypersensitive, or get hurt feelings very, very easily. They can be explosive with their temper and rage because they have a lot of Mars energy. So I am picking up Aries and Scorpio heavy in their chart. You could attract a lot of Aries or Scorpios as well. I also want to tell you that this person can, like I said, have addictions or be prone to escape, okay, in their unhealthy state, and can be very influenced by other people or easily led or easily, very, very weak-willed, very secretive, and they can be passive, okay? They can be clingy, clinging on to things, unable to let go, okay? They can be overly emotional or get heated, and they can be very touchy, very moody. All right, so I gave you the whole picture there, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and everything in between for the Magician. Now I want to get into, what does he like about you, okay? So I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to get my channeled message cards. All right, so I got all these, but Spirit is telling me get more. So I'm going to open another package. There we go. All right. Right on the bottom, we got plus size and gorgeous cheekbones. All right. Now, Spirit, what is it that the Magician likes about my pile 3? They like that the way you speak is seductive. Okay, you really seduce this person. They get drawn in by your voice, by the way you speak and your voice. You're in someone's dreams. Okay, they dream. This kind of man dreams of you. You're the dream type. You're the dream girl for this type. You're everything this type wants. They have dreamt of you or someone like you for their whole life and always wanted to meet somebody like you. What else is it, Spirit, that they really, really like about my pile 3? You have a beautiful booty. Okay? Alright. They like that you have an intoxicating energy about you. Your energy, your passion. You also are very, very spiritual. So that kind of passion that you exude for spirituality really resonates with them. Really, really gets them excited. What else? I got too many there. I just need one, Spirit. They like that you have a lightheartedness about you, that possibly you like to tell jokes, and you can lighten their load. Okay, you lighten their load, you make them feel happy. You're philosophical, they love that about you. You can go deep. You can go just as deep as them. They respect the heck out of you for that. They don't just meet people like you all the time. They need people like you. You are a lot like the Magician in the fact that you like the occult. You like that kind of thing, that spiritual thing, spiritual knowledge. You seek that out as well, and they love this about you. In fact, they can't be with somebody who's not like them because, look, they have high standards and you have high standards, and you're compatible. You make this type of sign or person, Magician, feel sexy. They love that you're alluring and you have enchanting vibes. You might even have what people might call witchy vibes. They like that you know how to keep things new and fresh. All right, we got Barbie vibes and tattoos. You could have some cool tattoos that this person really likes. You have a lot of dimensionality to you. You are not boring. You're not placid. You are fun. You love to help people. You're very empathic. You're a giver. You give of your time, of your energy. You think of other people. You have captivating energy. You're multi-talented inside and outside of the bedroom. You are exciting. You radiate happiness. A lot of people fall in love with you easily, and this magician falls in love with you very fast and very easily. You have many gifts. The kind of gifts that you have really appeal to the magician. Maybe you are a tarot reader, or you have a lot of spiritual gifts. Could be that you're psychic, very intuitive yourself. Your gifts, though, your talents appeal to the magician. The way that you love the world shines through. You basically inspire this person, this man, to be better, you know, to be the best version of themselves that they can be. You inspire the magician to be that healthy magician that is, you know, the sage, the helper, the guide, okay? You inspire him to greatness. And that's what he loves about you. You wear your heart on your sleeve. You encourage him to do the same. Sometimes he can get a little bit too in his head where he won't talk about his feelings, but you help this type of man to get in touch with his feelings, to talk and express those feelings more. Okay, and he appreciates you because of that. In fact, you and only you can save the life of somebody who is this type of man. They literally feel like you're a lifesaver for this type of man. You can patch up his holes that he might have, like energetic holes in his aura, because of your light. You shine very bright. All right, I feel like many of you are light workers, empaths. This type of man needs you and your energy in order to be the best version he can be of himself. What else does he love about my pile 3? Yeah, the fact that you express yourself so well. You inspire him to do the same. Also, heartbreaker. He falls in love with you fast and hard. But even if he was to lose you, it'd be worth the pain, I just heard. You always follow your bliss. You always follow your heart, and he admires that about you. You make him want to be more like you. Thank you so much for listening today, my pile 3. Please hit that subscribe button if you're new. Thank you to all my returning subscribers. I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to turn on that notifications bell so that you can be notified as soon as I release new videos. And if you'd like a personal reading, please check out my description box, as I do offer those. And you can find the information in my description box for how to obtain a personal reading with me. If you enjoy 18 plus love readings, please check out my Patreon. There's a link for that in my description box below, and it's so much fun and it's very uncensored. And so if you appreciate those kinds of readings, I think you're really going to like it. It is $3 a month and you can cancel at any time. Feel free to check it out. It's worth a try. If you would like to donate to my channel, it's never expected, but it is always appreciated. And you can find more info on how to do that in my description box below. If you were drawn to any of the other piles, please be sure to watch as many as you were drawn to. And thank you so much for being here. I do truly love and appreciate each and every single one of you so much. Much love to you all. Stay beautiful and blessed, and until next time, bye. Hello, my group number 4. Welcome. Today's reading is going to be all about What type of men do you attract, and what do they like about you? So if you chose Malachite or image 4, you're in the right place for today's reading. I'm going to start by lighting some sage and saying a quick little prayer so I can connect with spirit and bring in some light and positivity and protection into this space. So spirit, please be here now with me and help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to my pile 4, all about the type of men that they attract, and what is this type of man like about my pile 4. What draws them to my pile 4? And spirit, please speak through me. Thank you. All right, so I am going to be using the Cosmic Coven, and I have come to the last pile here, pile 4, and today we're exploring 4 different male archetypes. And so I already know which one this will be, and I think you're going to really enjoy this type of man. This type of man is what we refer to as the lover, okay? The lover. I want to draw some cards so I can get more information on the lover so that you will be able to know a little bit more about his light and shadow attributes. So we've got the King of Cups. That could be significant of Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So you could be attracting a lot of men with this sign in their sun, moon, or ascendant. The moon, okay, Pisces, that's the Pisces energy. Okay, 7 of Cups. All right, this is very exciting. I think you're really going to like this. So you are attracting the lover archetype. This type of man is somebody who comes across as very passionate. They exude a lot of passion. In their healthy state, they're very intuitive. We got the moon here. That's all about intuition. So thank you, Spirit, so much for confirming that for us today. This man has quite a lot of options, but I'll tell you, they like you best. You bring out something in him that appeals to him, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But this person, this type of man has a lot of options, okay? The lover is a man in his healthy state who has a heightened amount of sensitivity, you could say, emotional sensitivity. They have, what Spirit is telling me too, is they have a high emotional quotient. So they're very emotionally intelligent and empathic, very compassionate with others. And this man loves physical touch. He expresses himself through physical touch and through sexuality. This man is so good at reading people. It's unreal. He can definitely walk into a room and read the entire room. He's empathic. He feels emotions at a very palpable level. He could even be an artist. Okay, he has many, many talents. He is very multifaceted and multi-talented. Good with his hands, good with his mind. He has a lot of mental acuity, is what Spirit is saying. He could even be a musician, creator type. He could live a very unconventional type of life. He also, and when I say that, what I mean is he could have an unconventional type of job. He could even work from home or do something a little off the beaten path, okay? Also, this type of man speaks poetically. He is very romantic, loves romance. He loves everything beautiful in life. He loves the finer things in life. He could collect art. He loves food, delicious food. He likes TV shows, anything that makes him feel good. Now, a real life example I want to share with you. What comes to my mind of a real life example of this, if you must know, would be Johnny Depp. Okay, another wonderful example of the lover male archetype would be Drake and Ryan Gosling. Okay, those are 3 male lover archetypes that I can think of to give you an example of what this person embodies. I want to get into a little bit of the shadow aspect of this sign, of this type of man, because every single man has a light and a shadow side. And not only that, but you could be attracting a healthy lover or an unhealthy lover. And I want to give you both options because this is a collective reading and everyone's different. So some of you are going to be attracting healthy lovers, and some of you are going to be attracting someone in their unhealthy state who is a lover, okay? The unhealthy lover. So I want to give you both. And what I just presented to you was like overall the healthy lover. Now I want to go into some traits about his shadow side. So in the shadow aspect, when the lover, like let's say this type of man has not ascended or allows stress to take over or has not healed parts of the shadow aspect or the self, they can become too obsessed, okay? They can be a spendthrift, spending too much money. They can lose their temper a lot. They can get lost in their feelings. He can be very restless, like always in a hurry, or, you know, go, 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 go. He can shut down emotionally and just not talk, especially if he's stressed. He can have very low energy. He could be prone to depression if he's in his unhealthy state. At times he can vacillate. His moods can be up and down and up and down. Yeah, he can become literally obsessed. His obsession can drive him. All right, so that's just a little bit about the healthy man who's a lover, and then I gave you a little bit about the unhealthy components of an unhealthy lover. What I want to go into is some specifics about this type of man that you're attracting. All right, but I just thought I had to share this because I just thought of another example that might help you understand. Another example that might help you understand more about the healthy lover would be like Jack from the Titanic movie, okay? Or like Aragorn from the Lord of the Rings. Very intuitive, very vulnerable. All right. So, this man is somebody who's very determined to go after what they want. And he can be forceful. If he's the healthy version, he's very forceful in a good and positive way. If he's in an unhealthy state, he can be pushy, you know, or compulsive or obsessive. He can also be a little too jealous if he's in his shadow aspect. He can get jealous very easily, and he can be very resentful, okay, and hold a grudge. Another positive thing when he's in his positive and healthy is that he can be very imaginative and have one heck of a good sense of imagination, and he's compassionate, very kind, selfless, thinks of spiritual things, not really greedy. He's not really of this world. He's more like the spiritual world, and very in touch with his intuition, and honors his intuition, honors his heart, and very sympathetic to other people's needs. If he's in his shadow aspects and living those out, he could be prone to being weak-willed or easily led, meaning like hard to make up his mind, or like people can easily like change his mind. Okay. Like not standing your ground, that kind of thing. Or he could be a little too secretive, too much of an escapist, too idealistic, that kind of thing. Some more positive things about him, if he's in his healthy state, is that he loves making memories. He's nostalgic, so he likes photography. He likes like capturing things with photograph or artwork. He's very loving, very cautious. You know, he always thinks before he acts when he's in a healthy state, and he is very protective of you and sympathetic to your needs. But if he's in his negative with this, he can become overly emotional and extremely touchy, and it's hard to let go. It's hard to let go of resentments for him and stuff. He can be too sensitive and things like that. Too moody. So I've given you the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between about the lover male. What I want to do now is I want to get into, why does he like you? What is it about you that draws him in? All right, so Spirit, what is it about my pile 4 that really draws this type of man to them? You drive this type of man wild. He's very romantic, and you enjoy that. You like to be romanced. You appreciate it. You show him appreciation, and he loves that about you. You're all heart. You are all heart. You have a big heart. He loves that about you. He can't be with any other type of person but you. He loves your type. He loves everything about you. You're not afraid to speak your mind, and he honors that about you. He respects that about you. Okay? I'm just hearing like he could learn to be like you. He really likes that you inspire him to want to be able to speak his mind as well as you do, because you seem unafraid. You're not afraid of new things. You're very brave. Sometimes the lover type of male can be afraid of things, but you're the kind of person that can show him it's okay. You don't have to be afraid. You know? So, because of that, because he sometimes can lack that bravery, especially if he's in his shadow side, he's going to be looking to you to pave the way, to shine that light bright ahead of him, so that you can allow him to try new things and to put himself out there in big ways, in new ways. If you have piercings, he likes those too. This is coming up out of all these cards. He thinks you have cute piercings. The earrings you wear are really cute. That's just a side note. Beauty queen, he loves your beauty. You have an inner and outer beauty. Okay. We got 2 here. We've got you. Oh, we have 3. You are innovative and unique. So again, with the innovation, or the fact you're not afraid of new things, you bring new ideas to him. He's able to cultivate new ideas because of you, and he likes that. You make him think. You make him think deeply about stuff. You make him think in new ways. You're also a great listener. When he needs to talk, you're there. You're the type he wants to talk to. You're also interesting to him because you have a lot of interests, and you never bore him. And he loves that about you. He loves that you never ever bore him. You are tantalizing. He thinks you have star qualities, okay? He loves the way that you smell, just as a side note. You're a very skilled lover. You're very intuitive and in flow, and you know how to discern people. So that's coming through. You're very protected. He knows this. He knows that you're very intuitive, that you're very protected, that you discern people You know how to sniff out lies. You know how to detect it when people are trying to pull the wool over your eyes or trick you or manipulate you. And he really relies on your sense of intuition, this type of man. Even though he's very intuitive himself, he feels you are somebody who can bring that out in him even more. Okay? Your aura and your vibes are very alluring to this type, this lover's type. On a side note, he loves your body and that you're a flirt. He likes your flirty nature. You have a very flirtatious nature. He likes that you're a kid magnet. You're great with kids. He honors that. He respects that you're good with kids. Okay, I do feel he's also good with kids. Enjoys kids. Alright, he likes that you are adventurous, that you have an adventurous side that's just, you know, you like to go out and do things. You're able to drag him off the couch and make him do fun new things. He loves that your eyes are very, very deep, penetrating, soulful. He loves that you're witty. This type of man loves that you have a comeback for everything. You're smart. You're a fast thinker. You always have like some kind of witty comeback or something. Some kind of funny response. Lots of people want to be your friend. He admires that about you. That a lot of people like you. And you know how I said that like he can be very good at reading people? He honors and respects that you can be too. Because that's coming through. He also likes your seductive side because you seem to be very sexually expressive. And that resonates with him. The fact that you know how to avoid negative people and toxic situations is something that he admires and likes about you. You can help him steer clear of negative people. You give him the strength to stand up to negative people. That's what Spirit is saying. We got your eye contact is penetrating. I think we just had something about that. Oh my gosh, we did. Thank you, Spirit, for that. So yeah, we got your eyes are so deep and penetrating and eye contact penetrating. So out of all these cards, there was a repeat in there. That happened for piles 1 and 2 also, and I was surprised then, and I'm surprised now because Spirit surprises me. I wouldn't think that there were that many repeats in all these cards, but alright, that's just Spirit's way of confirming that there's something very soulful about your eyes, and that the lover male archetype loves your eyes and the amount of soul that your eyes carry, the wisdom. Also, you have a lot of personality, and he loves your personality. Just who you are. You have the muse type of energy. If he is an artist, you are his muse. Okay? You are the type that he would want to paint or draw or write songs about. You inspire him. Thank you so much, my pile 4, for being here today, for watching this. Please hit that subscribe button if you are new. And don't forget to turn on that notifications bell so that you can be notified as soon as I release videos. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Please leave a comment. Please like this video. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, feel free to check out the information in my description box below for how you can obtain a personal reading with me. If you like 18+ uncensored readings, you won't want to miss out on my Patreon. The information is in my description box below for how you can join my Patreon for only $3 a month. It's definitely worth the try to try it out. If you don't like it, cancel at any time. And if you enjoy those uncensored types of love readings, I think you're really going to like it. Also, if you'd like to donate to my channel, it is never expected, but it's always appreciated. So definitely be sure to check out information in my description box below for how you can make a donation. Thanks again, and if you were drawn to any of the other piles, please feel free to watch however many you were drawn to. Much love to you all, and take care until next time. Bye.